are now on Elden Ring. I just got out of Phaz. So I have played Elden Ring. I have platinumed this game on PS4. When I got a PS5, my stuff did not completely save. I had to restart. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm gonna make a new game. We're gonna play from the start. I'm gonna pick a samurai just because I love the bleed of the Uchi Katana. And female, male, don't know who shot. Let's pick a female. I've done a male a couple times. We'll name this one Angel of Death. Actually, we'll put my actual thing there. Alright. Alright, origin, keepsake. Alright. For this, you can pick whatever it is you want. There's nothing crazy, nothing super nuts. I'm gonna pick the Amber Medallion just because it increases health out the gate, but you could pick any of these theoretically. Sheesh. Alright. Alright, we'll just do that one. That one seems pretty decent. We'll just keep that skin color. No, we'll keep the base character. Nothing crazy. Put on some tattoo marks. Cause why not? Give her something crazy. We're gonna remove that. I'm not putting an eye patch on her. Make it a little bit thinner. Nice. Let's throw black here. Nice. Oh. Eyeliner. It's already so dark. Holy cow. Alright, cool. Face structure. Oh wow. They don't have any sort of... Okay. Yeah, this is where it's at. Take that one. Eyes. It's the eye white color. Alright, cool. Keep that. Alright. Not bad. I'm not gonna skip any of the cutscenes. I'm gonna just let. Actually, I'm just kidding. I can't physically show this to you guys. You're gonna have to watch these cutscenes separately. Just for the fact that. Oh god, I have to remember the controls. There we go. It's been a while. Don't come at me. Holding O speeds you up. Jump. Tapping makes you roll. Triangle brings that sub menu up. This brings this up. Swaps the bow. Okay. So I'm actually just gonna straight up die here. The best thing to do here is literally to just die at this point. It's early in the game, they expect you to die. If you beat him, you still die, so it's really no point. So there we go. We hit this. Even if you beat him, you end up here anyways. Don't really get too much of a difference. My girl, Melena's gonna be here. I love her so much. Melena's gotta be one of my all-time favorite video game characters ever. They don't give her enough screen time on this. Absolutely beautiful too. Great voice. Beautiful.
Don't worry, Torrent. Fortune is on her side. We found her here after all.
Alright, so we skipped that. Flask of Crimson Tears. We're gonna run through here. Drop down. This is a tutorial, so it should teach you how to play the game. Samurai is just very good with his sword at the start of the game. Or her sword, whichever one. Alright. That can get you killed sometimes if you don't knock on them. Who's that other dude? I thought there was one in the grass. Huh. Alright, now is the boss fight. There he goes. We come out on top. There we go. Got people already laying messages down here. Alright. Nothing too important there. You needed a stone sword key for that place. Looks like they fixed the audio on this elevator. It used to pop my headset. Right. Enjoy the craziness that is Elden Ring.
To the lands, but of course you are unfortunate without guide. You are fate.
Fated.
Luckily, are you familiar? You may also that. It will be even. Grace is the castle's the home. It's the castle if you.
Alright, so we're going to the castle. Stormbell Castle. So this is our map. Goes based off of what we've seen. Stay away from that tree sentinel. He'll mess you up. Alright. So now we're here. Grab that real quick. We just run straight. Kill these guys if you would like to. Don't have to. I always like to kill them for the free runes that come with it early on. Right. So you see the camp down there. Don't run into the camp. Run straight here, because we're going into a place called Stormvale, which is that castle. It's up over there, through here, so... Going in here. So when you rest at this site of grace, you'll meet Melina again, this time when you're awake. She's gonna give you the opportunity to level up. If you tell her no, you can never level up in this game and you will never have stats increase. If you tell her yes, you can get Torrent, which is Torrent. It's a goat horse thing. God, she's so pretty.
Greetings, traveler from beyond the fog.
That eye tattoo is crazy. Look at this. That is beautiful character design. Like peak character design.
Offer you an accord.
She is so pretty.
Have you heard of the Finger Maidens? They serve the two fingers, but you...
Offering guide, aid,
I am
yeah,
afraid
okay.
I can play the
Maidenless,
role
she
of
can be a
turning
maiden.
wounds into Adi.
Runes into strength.
Lead to the foot of the Erd.
Take her to the Erd tree.
Settle
We don't know what the Erd
suddenly.
tree is at this point, for most people.
Use
Now we
it.
got the
It
steed.
will sound torrent to treat him with...
Right,
Shall
so
I
then we
turn
can
your
level up
eyes
now.
To strike, let my hand share them with me.
So,
Your
in
thoughts,
this situation,
your ambitions.
you could level up your Vigor. That's your health. Your mind, endurance. I mean, endurance, you could carry heavier stuff. Personally, as a samurai, I would say strength, dexterity, and intelligence if you're trying to use the Moonlight Greatsword. Or not Greatsword, the Moonlight Katana. I'm gonna level up dexterity, just because it's a good bump. So that's what it's gonna be. So now, what you can do is you can put this in the pouch, over here, on this side, after you pause your game. So for him, I'm gonna put it on the down, right? So, do this, I'm gonna click this. And now, when we hold triangle, and nope, we didn't select it. There we go. Okay, so now when we hold triangle and hit down, now we have Torrent. You can double jump. Pretty useful. It's a little bit higher up. Oh god. I forgot how to dismount Torrent. Okay. Just because we used one of the flasks, a quick way to get your flasks back is to actually hop back down at the site of grace that's nearby too, and just hop out. So I'm gonna go in here because this is part of the little plot. Talking to her again, she's gonna start talking to you about...
Golden, this light.
Yep.
But now you can see them, can't you? The rays of gold. Upon the cliff, a demigod. If the rays of grace send the Elden Ring as an ally, I pray that you are to face the challenge.
Right. So now she disappears. Bye, Melina.
Everyone's been grafted. Everyone who came only to have their own. Did you know?
Alright. Talk to her a little bit more.
Heading to Stormvale Castle. in time. Well, that I don't have it scared. I want to on nothing. I know. Can you take the poor thing deserves and it would be glad of it was a pleasure to hold. Tell them I love them finally getting that. It was a pleasure to hold.
Okay, so this is the last thing she says. She needs red chrysalids from the castle. Alright, so here we go. Best way to do this is just run past them all here on the left side, come around, go straight down to this spot here. And what you do is you sit down. So now you're here. You'll talk to Melina.
Me? I'm set for my purpose.
This is going to be an easy mode run, so what we're going to be trying to do is try to figure out the quickest way to get through for normal people. It's not going to be anything crazy where we're going to be trying to like solo bosses with like no health. We're actually going to genuinely try to get through this game like we were a starter, pretty much. Right. So. Off to the next location. Reason why we're not going forwards in that castle is because there's a boss fight coming up. He's extremely hard to fight out the gate. He's one of the hardest bosses in the game as far as trying to avoid his attacks and such. It's kind of unfortunate. He's a very well balanced boss. But he does not have to be the first boss that you fight. Does not have to be that way. So we already grabbed that. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. Zoom in real quick. We're gonna go all the way over to the right. Just keep going that way. Right. Resting at the site of grace.
Not seen you before. Name's Bernard. Let me ask, are you here and does your fate despite the Yes, takes me back. Any interest? All I know. Now's the time to.
So he's got different stuff you can buy. There's skills for different weapons. There's a shield one here, parrying.
Not floating your well.
And now we just keep going in this general direction. Just keep going. Let's go help out Alexander. He'll help us later in the game.
Hello? Oh, my star. I am pleased. My thank. Just give me and I'll pop. Don't dally. Give it your all, I say.
Right.
No, that's... well, once again, I am beyond and in this. I'd heard doesn't... I'm head to Redmayne, and I've heard...
So now he's going to be at Redmayne Castle when we need him, which is very good. Not even going to bother to sit at this side of Grace. We can kinda... No, we can't. Is it farther up? It might be. Can't fully remember. No, it's definitely around here. There it is. So, hop off turret. This should be your first boss fight as the samurai. Don't worry about any others. Probably not gonna need it. Death Touch Catacombs. This place is gonna be your friend at the very start of the game. If you can rank up, rank up. If you can't rank up, don't worry about it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to my inventory to make sure that I get rid of any runes so that I don't have to worry about picking them up later. Now I gained 600 runes. So, I'm only going to have like 150 after I spend this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go in, level up, probably, we'll put it in endurance. We're going to need more endurance here soon. You'll see why. And in here, we're going to actually take off the, no, we're not going to take off the bow just yet. We're going to take off this. How do we take this off? Oh. Oh, there we go. Equipment. Uncheck that. We gain a lot more, I wouldn't say speed, but, you know, if we put this on, we got a medium load. Take this off. Still medium load, but it dropped down by 1. It increased the load, which is good because that's theoretically more frames for the rolls that you have. You can roll faster, you can run faster. Those skeletons, you need to hit them when they're down. If you do not, they will get back up. once you kill them, they do not respawn or anything like that. As long as you don't die, or as long as you don't go back to the site of grace, and you stay inside the dungeon, they don't respawn, so you don't have to worry about that. Alright. It's a little tough. So once you get down here, you can pop this. So somewhere a heavy door is opened. And so what you do is you could either teleport. Actually, I don't think you can teleport. So you just run back through. Go all the way back up. So since you already hit the site of grace, the second you get up on it, should be fine. Now they despawn. You're here now. You could take anything that you earned, live it up. So we got now 15. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my bow, unequip that, I'm gonna equip the secondary Uchi Katana. So now we have 2. This will be useful. They both have bleed effects already built in on them, and it's very good to have early in the game. You know, 2 bleed weapons at the same time. They both have their own bleed procs going on. Bleed does a ton of damage in this game, so we're gonna advance here. This is for later in the game. So I'll actually let me pick it up. Death root. So now that we have this, greatest thing about this Assassin's Amulet is that you can equip this to your character, and say you don't have the Crimson Amber medallion and you pick something else. You may not have something that raises the HP at the start of the game. You can put this on. Critical hits restore HP. So critical hits being things that you stab people in the back for, like the the animations where I knocked them and I just stabbed them, insta-killed them, did a lot of damage to them. That's what this is for. When you do that to somebody with this, it gains health back. It's like a life steal, so it's pretty useful. If you didn't pick the Crimson Amber medallion, still pretty set after the first dungeon. You got 2 bleed swords, and you have that. So the next one that we're gonna do is try to get something bleed related for our character. What it's going to be, I'm unsure. You might not even need to do it. You could theoretically just skip that. But it would be pretty useful to get a hold of. It's gonna end up being one of the far places in the map. We'll have to go exploring a little bit because it's been a while since I played this. There's gonna be a boss down here. No need to fight it just yet. You can if you would like to, but no need.
Is there? Death has left its mark once again. I'm known as Eadmine. The village here in worse if you value me. The village turn back. The village turn back.
Alright. We've now got this down. Might as well go and we'll heal, see if we can rank something up, because we did kill a boss. We can. Okay. Again, probably dexterity or endurance. You could put in some strength. I would personally go dexterity first. It's a speed that you can hit. Very, very useful. Dexterity also increases bleed, so... or the damage from... no, arcane increases bleed, but you don't want that right now. You definitely want dexterity first. Arcane increases bleed later in the game. It does it immediately, but you have to put in enough points for it, so there's no point. You know what, why not? Ouch. I knew that was gonna happen. I got cornered there. Yikes. No good. Alright, we'll skip him for now. Just because it's getting a little hairy. A little under level for him. Oh no. We might have to fight someone to get in here. I might still die anyways. Oh my god, okay. Nice. Okay. Good thing we opened up that side of grace. So when we come in, we can immediately hit that. So, these katanas are very good. We just had like no health there. Alright, so she's gonna spawn right here, hopefully. Anastasia, come on. Hello? No, nothing? Alright. She'll be back. We'll just have to run off the same way. Alright, so now we're in Caelid. This, my friends, is a place called Caelid. She's back.
Forgive me to determine if you had them. It seems my torrent, whereas there is, but I can take gathering.
One of the strongest greatswords in the game is here. People call it the Guts Greatsword because it really looks like the Guts Greatsword. It's like copy and pasted almost. I believe it's right there. It's inside that carriage. Right. So now that we're here, Activate this. That's for multiplayer purposes, you don't have to do that. Alright, so you see that up there? Unsure if we're in the same or the right place. Might be, might not be. We'll see here soon. Oh, would have fallen in a cliff. Alright, I just usually hop into the site of grace when I'm running around, just so I don't get tracked by somebody when I slow down. So they don't hit you in the back if you're just trying to look around, trying to check your map. You respawn, it rinses and repeats everything. Alright, so far this is what we got. We need to go farther. See that little castle up there? That's where we need to go. So we're gonna get there to that castle. And while we do that, we'll grab this. So if you look at your map now, it actually shows part of this map. Double jumping on torrent off a cliff is not a good idea, because even if you jump last second, you'll still take the fall damage. Don't try it, trust me, everybody has at some point. It doesn't work. Yes, this is one big dragon. And so what this dragon's roar does is it actually lowers your damage. However, it doesn't lower your arcane. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna run up. We could either attack the tail or this leg. I like doing a leg spot right here. Now that you have two Uchikatanas, the bleed damage is great. Wait till it loads up a little. This health bar is huge. Did you see that? Oh, did you see that damage? 13,000. All because of bleed. Another 13,000 proc right there. get another proc here soon. I'll be at half health. I know it's pretty time consuming, isn't it? Trust me, it takes longer if you didn't have 2 katanas. Another one of the swords proc. So it disappeared. However, check this out. $75,000. 75,000. Amazing, isn't it? This is a pretty good setting. Having 25 dexterity, 14 intelligence, 19 vigor, pretty solid. Because if you choose 14 intelligence, you should be able to use the, is it the Moonlight Katana? Moonlight? I don't know if it's Moonlight. Moon something. That one's pretty good with intelligence. If you want to use that instead, you'll have to fight the worm, lava worm. I'll try to find that real quick. We'll fight that one. Just to show you what it does. Now we leveled up a lot, and if you can see, our health bar is bumped up a ton. Character's now level 33. We jumped up so much in so little time. So actually, before we do all that, we're going to come in here. We're going to fight our way through. here as high as we can. Hopefully we don't get any poison on us. Right. Cactus medallion. Nice, right? That's not all. You're gonna want to slide down here. Drop down below. Run up here. Jump across. It's gonna be a rat. I got this. Now you can die or do whatever. Up to you. These are very strong bosses here. This isn't Caelid. Caelid's a very strong area, so they're gonna do a lot of damage. So it's okay if you die, as long as you pick that up, you're good. Because what this does for you is you picked up a Dectus Medallion half, which is used for an elevator later in the game to access another part of the map. But that golden thing that we just picked up is this. Look at this. See the difference? On the right side of the screen? It bumps up your stats by 5 on 4 different areas. Increases your stamina by, I think, 7, 8. Increases your equip load so you can carry heavier things. The only thing it does is it makes you take more damage. But it increases your vigor. So it increases your health. See that? See my health bar? That's how much it increased by the spot that it used to be at. It's a big increase. Early in the game, it's useful. So you hop in, hop out, and now you got a full health bar. Pretty nice, right? Alright, so we're gonna go find this place real quick. Actually, we're gonna go up here on top of this skull. There's a reason we're going up here on top of this skull. We'll see here soon. I can actually get up here, Jesus. See all of this? Smithing stones. These are used to upgrade your weapons later in the game. Stone sword key. You can get into different dungeons with that. So, where do we need to go? Do need to go there, but I believe it's right there. Yep, okay. So we'll go just there. By all means, try not to jump off the cliff. People accidentally jump off the skull sometimes. It is kind of upsetting. Nobody wants to die for dumb reasons, let alone in general. Don't worry about the dragons, just keep moving. I need to make this jump over here. Made it, now we're on our way down. Ouch. His reaction time was ridiculous. So there's a reason we're going down here, to this spot in particular. We'll actually take a detour real quick and go down right past this route where you see this campfire. You see how there's got the golden lion? Site of grace right here. So we'll go down here and grab this so we can have another spot to teleport within the map. We'll need this later. Alright, so where's our waypoint? It says up here. Place the waypoint here. It was a little bit off, but that's okay. Continue along the cliffside. Now up here should be a place you can... Is this another fight? Might be. Absolutely not. Now that we know he's there, don't come down here. So now that we've ran down here, we can mark this waypoint. This will open up a lot of different things for us. This waypoint is to seek the map to the area. So this little pillar right here, do you see it? This pillar has something to pick up on it, and it's a shard to a map like we got earlier. So now, we open up Caelid's map. Really nice. It's not over there, is it? I don't think it is. I think it's somewhere around right... It's somewhere around right here, honestly. Right? Okay, took it off. Sorry, that was a miscalculation. We ended up getting 2 sites of grace out of it, so I'm not even mad. That helps us teleport later in the game. The more you explore, the better. We got the map shard too, so don't have to worry about that later. always good to break beetles if it can. You don't always have to, but it's great to do it. So, I think I botched it again. I'm losing my touch. Used to know exactly where to go. It's alright, we'll find it. Oh, I think it's over there. Maybe not. Getting kind of lost here. Jesus. Okay. Yeah, that guy's got a hard hit. So we're not going to choose Stake of America. That's going to spawn us right on top of that guy again. That would be a dumb decision, especially with how strong he was. 33 is not the level that you should be in K-League. K-League is somewhere around like 70. You don't want to be anywhere under 70 here, but we're doing it just because we're trying to grab stuff early on to help you, kind of like aid you through this. Should be somewhere around here. Guess we'll have to go grab this. It's unfortunate. There should be another one around here though. I think I already marked up here though. I did. I already put one here earlier. Did we not grab the set of grace? Okay. Alright. If you see any ruins, never go in them. I'm telling you that right now. You don't ever want to go into ruins. I don't think it's following us anymore. Good. So it's definitely in Kaled. It's right there? No, we already tried that. Is it really right there? I really doubt that. the Moon Veil Katana. I'm a retard. Should be in Gale Tunnel. Oh, wait. I think it's here. Alright, did we unmark that? We did. So it is over there. I was right. What the heck? Oh, that's why we went a big circle around it. That, my friend, is not Gale Tunnel. Just collecting runes off of these guys fighting up there. There is a good rune farm for this, just to sit there and pretty much do nothing for a while. Oh, Gale's back here. I'm an idiot. Yeah, cause this, yeah. Gale's gotta be back there. Okay. I'm just trying to show you where this katana is, only because a lot of people actually like to use it. It's one of their favorites. We'll just take this way down, because otherwise we're gonna have to jump off a cliff. Wow, she takes like no damage. I say that and I take damage. Love that. Alright, so now we're at the waypoint. However, this is not Gale Tunnel. Gale Tunnel is... here. What? Did they change the map? What the? There's no way. I feel like they changed the map. Is it right there? I am so sorry, this is taking longer than I actually anticipated. I did not think it was going to take this long. Uh-huh. Where in the heck? Wait, is Gale Tunnel in the crevice? It is in the crevice. What I was looking for was the, oh, I was accidentally looking for the, smithing stone farm. That's what I was looking for. So we're back in Limgrave. I can almost swear that it's around here. There's gotta be a set of grace up here, if I'm correct. Is there any site of graces nearby? No? Kidding me? Already been there, I feel like. I'm losing it, guys. I'm on like 5 hours of sleep. Been up all day. Am I just an idiot? I might be just an idiot. I am just an idiot. That's kind of tough. It's okay, I died right next to the site of Grace, so we could just pick up the runes. I think that Sword Seal is really hindering us more than it's actually helping. It really depends on who you're fighting. If you're fighting multiple enemies at once, that Sword Seal really kind of hurts. If you're fighting a boss that's very easy, or that has like a more predictable moveset, it's really good to have. But it's not really helping me right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this, swap it out. I'm going to go in here real quick. Back out of that. I'm going to talk to Alexander so he can get teleported.
What's going on here? Well, God. It's to the festival.
Yes, yes, yes.
It's time the festival.
Right. So now you're here. And we're just gonna go in with one katana. It's easier to just do it with one. Trick to him. Watch his head. Ouch. When he runs like this, do not get in his way. That was actually really bad. I stepped in that multiple times. Why is he spamming this? Oh my god. That's no good. Oh, I hit that just a split second too late. So here's what we dropped our runes in there. Ah, we dropped our runes in there. No. We need runes to level up our sword. fine. I think there's a boss that's actually near the beginning of the game. We gotta leave this place first. Alright, now we're out. We have this mark that we now have a site of grace inside of it, so we'll be fine. Spawning at the Church of Ella. We'll see if we can get any upgrades on here out the gate. I'm not sure if we can. Oh look, Ronnie. Spoiler alert. Skip this. But later in the game you can marry Ronnie.
I was entrusted by torrents for.
So now we got the ability to summon walls. So what you can do is you can go in here and click this. We do have runes. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. Go into here, inventory, go to these runes, use them. So now we got a level 2. This is gonna hurt that guy a lot more. When I say a lot more, I'm talking like, oh, we spawned at the wrong side. I'm talking like a lot more. Oh, we spawned at the wrong side. We're gonna have to run through all this. I've done it before, it's cool. So we're not going to the boss fight just yet because we took damage and had to use one of the flasks. So what we're going to do is go here. And since we're not using any sort of like crazy art yet for our weapon, like a weapon art, we're going to go to flasks, allocate, and we're going to put 5 here. And instead of having a blue flask, we're going to have 5 reds. It's going to give us 5 flasks of health. So we're going to go in. Fight this guy. We're gonna pick up our runes too. What a start. He's already doing stuff. Bigger damage. Way bigger damage. well. Almost there. I love how we struggled with them the first time, but with a little bit more damage, it was consistent enough to keep knocking them down. It's where we found a rhythm and did not get hit once by either the fire or his attacks. Absolutely beautiful. That was such an amazing fight. So now we have the Moonveil Katana. This thing's absolutely broken. We need 23 intelligence to activate this. Wow. Well, we did just upgrade our Uchigatana, so this is going to be the strongest thing we have for a while. Wow. They hit pretty hard. Like really hard, Jesus. Now that we got it, we don't have to worry about getting it later. Which is wonderful. Alright. So as of right now, I'm gonna say that we did pretty decent on the first bit of Elden Ring. We've covered a lot of ground, we've played a lot of stuff, we've ranked up 33 times. It's going to get harder from here. We've collected the Moonveil Katana, which is going to be pretty useful in the later parts of the game. We've gotten 2 Uchikatanas. We've collected smithing stones here. We'll actually end up going to the round table hold just to kind of do this. Yep. Let my hand rest upon you for but a moment. Yeah, okay, I get it. Right, so this is the round table hold.
Ah, I'm glad you chose all the more. Well, another fool with a problem. How would you, if you're inclined to, then I'll introduce. I have a matter in the beast himself. What say you? Very well. I've marked the. It will lead you. I'm, well, the honor of. By the way, she's my servant. Take your eyes off if you find her.
Join you for no matter how you're up.
Can fit that on there too, nice. Can we put this on without? We can, wow. Compare these. Much better. that's found. What else? I need to find... Right, that's gonna be... here. Huh. It's weird you can't break that, but it gets interactive with.
come over here, would you? It's tightly good. God, you breathe. Yeah, you're the guard, you slip. Yeah, you're
Alright, I think I'm gonna call it quits tonight. We got past the first main boss. We're going through Stormvale Castle currently. We are now a level 35. We got the Moonveil Katana. We got both pieces of the Detective's Medallion. We got the Source Seal. We're definitely moving up. We did a lot today. Alright. Well, thanks for your time. Somebody stop by at some point. Thank you. I appreciate that, and I hope you have a good night. Take care, guys.